Hey, you thought this was going to be a normal episode, huh? Well, God damn. As you can tell, I got very sick this week out of nowhere. I couldn't get out of bed. There were already a bunch of complications on top of it. It was supposed to rain, so we were going to do it in the garage this episode for the green screen.
We were going to have painters come, and that complicated the whole garage situation. And then, since it looked like it may not rain, by the time we were done recording, I thought maybe we could go out, but by the time I got up in the morning, it just peaked.
So instead of doing a traditional podcast this week, what we're going to do is we're going to plug our live streams. What you're about to see for the next hour is a recap of our live stream that we do over on the Colin and Devin channel. Like I said, since I was sick, it may not necessarily be the best example of our live streams, but we do try to basically do the same thing that we do on here, where we talk about like many mainstream topics, kind of have a conversation about it. But there's just a little bit more of an element of live interaction within it. But we did talk about all the stuff that we wanted to talk about on Benched this week, but just on this live stream. So if you guys didn't get to see it, it's right here for you. And be sure to check out the new streams every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on that channel. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go lay down for a little bit because I feel terrible. Oh my god. We got Grandpa Devin over here.
This thing on?
Oh my god, yeah it is. Gotta turn you down all the way.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait.
Can everybody in the TikTok chat hear him?
Hello?
God damn. Let me just do a quick sound check with YouTube. Let's see. The TikTok chat hear him?
Hello? Hi everybody in the TikTok live.
Yes. We try to get both going so we have like a little bit of a concurrent base of people. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything that you want to say, go ahead and say it in the TikTok chat as well. I'll try to get to those. But yeah, we're live. Today we did not record an episode of Benched because I am a sad little sick soy boy.
Wow. That's about the most efficient way to put it yet.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I was just on my ass. So the thought of like recording Benched today was just not happening. Plus, my sister popped her tires, so we usually do like green screen episodes in the garage, and that was the original plan because it was supposed to rain. My sister popped her tires, so I really couldn't move it. Just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of just a big old snowball thing. It was not happening today, but fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. So what we're doing is, instead of Benched and the live stream, at the same like 2 in 1 day type thing, we're essentially going to record a super long live stream where we try to get through all of our topics that we wanted to do, and this will also go up on the Bench Podcast account so that we have it kind of doubles as the podcast for this week.
Is this counting as an episode? Is this going up as episode 33 or whatever?
I think so, yeah.
That's what's up. Alright.
The bench with no bench.
Yeah. Virtual benched. Because,
yes.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh God. Do you want to get into how you've been feeling and all that? Like, because... when the started and all that? Jesus.
It really started, like, over the past, like, 2 or 3 days. And to be honest, like, the first few days, it wasn't that bad. Yesterday, it was, like, not fun, but it wasn't, like, horrible. So I was like, hopefully this is like the worst it gets.
Yeah.
And this morning I woke up and I was like, oh nope.
I can't tell when you're laughing or when you're coughing.
They kind of just blend at this point. Laughing makes me cough. So somebody in the chat said, "Where's the Indian dude?"
That's okay.
I've been seeing that like the last few times, and I tried to correct people. I was like, "Bro, he's not Indian. He's Cambodian, Filipino."
Yeah. You see anything remotely brown and then you freak out.
Yeah. So, for anybody who was wondering, Devin, not the Indian guy, is on the Colin and Devin live stream on YouTube.
Oh, hell no. You literally follow my personal and you said that I'm sick. Look at oh. Damn. I gotta quit. That's fucked. Alright.
But yeah, this morning I woke up and I just felt like death. So that's why we're here now. I literally slept in until 3 p.m. and I think I went to bed at like 10 last night. So I think that's...
You didn't make it to bed at 10. We were on the Discord call.
Went to bed at midnight then, like 1 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, because we stayed up for the Wordle.
Yeah. So midnight to 3 p.m., that's like 13 hours or some shit like that. Or no.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13, 14, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to get into. This week we kind of decided it was just going to be a big old TV corner because with me being sick, all I really did this week was watch a shit ton of TV, which is like so out of line for me. It's weird. Like I usually... People will ask me about like certain video games or like movies or TV shows and shit, and I'm just always the guy that's like I'm keeping myself so busy that I don't like give myself enough time to watch some shit.
Right.
And
Not even an excuse.
Yeah, I always feel like people are like asking me about shit and they're like, "You haven't seen this? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
This week I kind of caught up with some shit. So I guess we could probably start with like our usual Atlanta review if you want to.
Yeah. This is the season 3 finale, right?
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? What a weird way to end on.
Right? No, it didn't click for me that it was the ending either for like until like an hour after I watched it, like I was reading up on it. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense, at least just to kind of round off like what happens with Van, but it feels like there was a lot left in the whole Europe part that just like didn't get touched on, but maybe that's what they're gonna round off with next season. I think that this season was kind of a break from the story.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It was very like open ended and like they sort of made one of the anthology episodes, or I guess in turn all of them really, canon in the fact that did you watch the post credit scene?
I did not. I did not know there was I did not know we were watching fucking Marvel movies. Childish Gambino did a post credit? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean the only reason I watched it was because I usually wait till like the what's next thing pops up on Hulu. And it didn't pop up for the longest time. And so I just let it roll. And then it was a scene of Earn in like a hotel room, like a hotel lobby or whatever. And it's like this UPS guy who was like, you left your bag or something, or it's like sign this, like this is yours. And it's like, I have all my bags. The guy's like, that's crazy. Sign this. Is your name Earn? Yeah, and it was like everything lined up. So he signs it, takes the bag to his room, opens it. There's a Deftones shirt, which he decides to keep. Things pretty cool, and like some other things. and then it's a picture of this guy and his family, and it was the white urn from a few episodes ago with the yeah, it was that urn and his family. It's like a, and I guess that's the bag that he lost. If I'm remembering that episode correctly.
Okay.
Like, I guess indirectly getting him killed, or getting him to kill himself.
Jesus.
Yeah. There's definitely, I feel like, without a doubt, there's other connections there that I'm just too dumb to speak on. But like,
Yeah.
you know, they connected
Definitely too
and
good to speak on.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No.
But there, like, this season as a whole was like, it was very like ghost centric and all that. Like,
it was very haunting. Like there was a little
Yeah.
different from like the regular stuff where like there's an ounce of like surrealism in a lot of like the season 2 stuff, like especially like some of the episodes where he gets lost in the woods and shit like that, where it still feels a little off, but it's just not quite the same that this season did. This season with the anthology episodes, but also just like in general, like you said, kind of giving this like weird, uncomfortable feeling. I think that maybe that has to play with like how out of place they may feel. Like there's something kind of like unnerving about that.
yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Brain
I mean,
fog.
I get it. It's very hard to like come to terms with what actually might be real and what's fake. Like, Van beat a guy like to a pulp with a stale baguette,
With a stale baguette.
and man, that turned me on. What? No.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I gotta admit it, Van. Oh, she's Ernest fumbling the bag.
We're live.
Sorry, the brain fog.
we can edit this. Yeah. We don't have Cam to keep timestamps. Oh shit.
No, it's fine. Leave it in.
Yeah. But I don't know. This was like a good round off for Van's story, at least for the season. Her whole breakdown was very it felt very real, and
Yeah.
the realest felt like the realest part of this episode, considering everything else is just like batshit, you know.
Yeah. I kind of gave some clarity that, like, at first I was, like, very confused. I think that, you know, kind of going over how she was using Europe to kind of escape her responsibilities.
I'm so glad they acknowledged Lottie, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, her existence.
Yeah, because I think they did in, like, the first episode or two, but even then she was kind of, like, dismissive to some extent.
Yeah.
But this episode, it kind of came full circle with them talking about, like, you know, what are you going to do with Lottie? Are you going to bring her out here? Like, is this safe for her?
Right.
And even if this necessarily didn't go down in, like, if this action sequence of, you know, this episode, if it wasn't necessarily, like, canon, I think that, you know, it's over-exemplified to, like, show that whole escapism from her responsibilities to Lottie and all that. Just, like,
Yeah.
just go up to Europe and just never come back. And when somebody put that thought back in her head of, like, yo, you have a kid, what are you gonna do? It just kind of, like, brought her back down to earth. And I think that it kind of goes over this feeling that a lot of people have where it's just, like, you know, especially for her to be a mother and have all of this stress while her friends are, you know, living it up and trying to go to, like, Paris and stuff. You know, she feels like that friend where it's like, I really have nothing, or I don't,
Yeah.
like, who am I?
Yeah. She's trying to find that same meaning.
Yeah.
It's to her detriment. But very I feel like I'm repeating the same things over and over. Like every week, it's just like, yeah, this was a good one. This was it's a very deep message, underlying message, and all that. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's just the show that it is, you know.
Yeah, it's. I feel like it really was a good season. You know, at first I was wanting more story-driven stuff because I thought that that's kind of what I was there for. But I almost kind of appreciate how it was a like breakaway.
It's also like a super bold move for
Yeah.
that, especially like you're in it now. Like this is season 3. Like this is supposed to be, and the second to last season. Like this is supposed to be like the meat and potatoes of the story, and they
Yeah.
like every other episode had nothing to do with the main group, and I was following that. Yeah. Also, they ate hands.
Yeah, they did eat hands.
We just blew past that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were eating hands like Hannibal Lecter, like I don't know. And they were into that shit at first.
Yeah, they were like chomping down on the shit. They're like, "Ooh, this is exclusive.
Yeah.
This is."
Like the cloths over their head, like,
Yeah.
this shit high class.
And you know, you think that like maybe they don't know about it, and then bro comes back and he's like, "All right, let's eat those little hands."
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Y'all motherfuckers sick. Y'all eating hands, and then they get
they're like,
okay.
okay, yeah,
Yeah. No, that was thinking that they were covering their eyes to hide the fact that their hands from everyone, but no one else freaking out lets the audience know that they already knew that ahead of time, and it literally was just for the experience, like an intimate experience with the food. Like they don't care what it was. That fucked me up.
yeah. I still can't get over the baguette scene because I was like, now I feel like I have an experiment to try.
What?
Colin and Devin video coming out soon. Colin beats Devin with a stale baguette.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are we doing right now? This thing on?
Tim, you talk too much too. I got Tim in the chat talking smack.
What?
We can talk in private though.
You are not hitting me with a stale baguette and getting away with it.
I will. It may come at the cost of my life because I do forget that you're a black belt, but
Oh, hey Tim, I'm just reading.
yeah. We had Jaden being our sound guy, helping us out for a sec.
Back.
I think so.
Alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching back the stream to make sure.
Okay.
So if that's Atlanta being done, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they really, I mean, it kind of is a cliffhanger with the post-credit scene that you didn't watch. But it felt like, other than that, it felt like just another episode in some senses. Like, I'm glad Van got her story more fleshed out.
Yeah.
But other than that, I felt like it didn't lead all too much into what season 4 is gonna be.
Yeah. I think
And that
leaves
isn't-
it open-ended.
Yeah, that isn't a complaint. That's just like an interesting choice,
Yeah.
you know. But
But
I guess that covers our. Huh?
well, going from Atlanta, I guess we did also watch some solo movies. Like we both watched a movie that each other didn't see, right?
Yeah, the intent was that we would both watch the new Chip and Dale movie. I didn't watch that. I was gonna watch it after I finished another movie but then that didn't happen. So we both just kind of got our own solo things going on.
I kind of want to start with Chip and Dale because it had some parts that I think that you would enjoy out of context.
It's also like way more topical. Mine came out in like 2019 or something.
Yeah. So there's a lot of posts going around on TikTok of it. And the thing is, when you have something that is so old, like the Rescue Rangers, and you're trying to reboot it, they kind of made it a kids movie that was more funny when you kind of had that adult context. So although it was something that kids would probably love and still enjoy, it very much played into like the adult nostalgia audience, which I could go on like a whole other side rant about that. I do think that like nostalgia reboots are getting really old.
Yeah.
But this one wasn't like unenjoyable. I thought that some of the stuff was very like tongue-in-cheek. It was very predictable, but it was essentially like a kid's cartoon, like multiverse movie, if that makes any sense.
You know what it is? It's what Space Jam: A New Legacy was supposed to be.
Yes.
Tried to be.
Yeah. And it did have some really funny like tongue-in-cheek jokes.
Yeah.
So the whole concept of the movie is that it's one of those things where like they're cartoons, but they're actors in their own cartoon. The one thing that I do really hate is that they tried to go for like a mix of 3D animation and 2D animation. But I think that the 2D animation was 3D animation with like one of those like, it almost looked like a 3D animated character that they cut the frame rate on to make it look choppier like a cartoon, and then they added like a Borderlands kind of like art style to it so that it looked almost cartoonish in a 3D space. And if that is what they did, I really don't like it because it did kind of look funky at times. I almost miss like the charm of like if you're gonna mix in like two-dimensional drawing, like it should be done like to, what's it called, like true to itself, I guess. Because I feel like even though it's a lot harder to do, and I can understand from that perspective being like, yeah, having to draw out like a whole movie like that would fucking blow. I feel like they've done it before, so I feel like it's not that hard to do. That's my own little gripe too there, because in it, Dale gets CGI surgery, and he ends up being like a 3D modeled, which in the trailer it did mess me up a lot because he looked dead like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks. It threw me for a loop when I saw the first trailers for this. I was like, what the fuck?
And they were in the movie, right? Are they?
Yes, there was a clip where they're watching it on the show, and then the villain in it makes the reference. He's like, I was more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks kind of guy. But like I said, it's like a multiverse movie, kind of. Just in the sense that it has characters from Cartoon Network, any like Paramount or like Nickelodeon type stuff.
Any IP that you can think of was like in this movie, like
which was it was kind of odd to me. I didn't expect it for a Disney movie to be able to pull that off with like all of these, like I said, like Viacom owned properties or like fucking like Cartoon Network and shit.
Like there was like your competitors, like, and then
which I do think that to some extent it made for a funnier movie because you weren't expecting some of the cameos that you got. But I do see that we're kind of moving more towards a collaborative space, especially because I think that these studios know that they can still make money off of the rights to those characters. So like you know, if they know that a Disney movie is gonna do well, they're gonna like, I'll get like a piece of that, sure.
The audio is being all sorts of funky, and it's not just your voice this time.
Oh, hello. Are we all good?
Good now, yeah.
Okay, tight. It might have just been like a little bug. But,
One moment. Keep talking.
so, let me think. I think me and Devin have the same chair. This is totally off topic, but that looks exactly like the one that I bought from, like, Office Max, and this shit sucks. We really, same person for real. Trying to test. But, Chippendale movie, I think some of the cameos included South Park. I think that some of them included characters like Pickle Rick, which I thought was like cheesy, but you know, if you're gonna do the thing with like a bunch of different characters from a different studio, then I guess I get it, because it was like such a big meme at one point. The one that's going around TikTok is Ugly Sonic. So they had a part where they had Sonic before he was remastered and redesigned because the internet hated it so much. It did make for some funny moments for sure. And who else? I think Chip was voiced by John Mulaney. I can't remember who voiced Dale. J.K. Simmons was in there playing the cop. There were a few other big names, like really big names throughout this whole movie.
No, I went to go get food.
Oh, man. Alright, well, now I can continue. Damn. So that's fries and what?
Oh, shit. Shit. It's from Checkers. I got Checkers already.
Oh, nice. Well, essentially the plot was there was a guy named Sweet Pete who was basically like kidnapping and transforming characters into like uglier versions of themselves, and he was selling them.
Is that what happened to Sonic?
No, what happened to what?
Is that what happened to Sonic?
No, they had Ugly Sonic, as in like the Sonic that it was the original design Sonic before they like the internet went to town on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like more of a tongue-in-cheek reference of like, yeah, man, I have all these projects coming up.
I knew he was in it, but I thought they were going to use that as like as he's like one of the victims of whatever you.
Nah, he was essentially just like an actor that, you know, lost their career type thing. That was like the whole premise being that a lot of these were like these cartoon characters are actors playing in their cartoons. And
that's cool. Losing your career because you're fucking ugly.
Right. And he has to rebrand to Ugly Sonic, and he's like, it doesn't hurt if I'm in on the joke, and they're like, does it? And then he's like, shut up. But just as a brief rundown, I think that there were characters that ended up... Oh yeah, so Sweet Pete, he essentially sells these characters off to the black market to make bootleg movies. And I thought that was very like a cute concept, because I've watched like the rabbit hole of like overseas like bootlegs of Disney movies and shit. Mm-hmm. And it kind of played into that. John Mulaney plays Chip, and I forget who plays Dale. There was like a big cast of people that were just like super well known. I think J.K. Simmons played one of the cop characters. Mm-hmm. Seth Rogen.
I was gonna say Seth Rogen, yeah.
So with Seth Rogen's part, there was a part where they basically did like a tribute to all of his 3D characters, because he plays one of Sweet Pete's henchmen. Mm-hmm. And there's a part where he like stumbles at this convention center, and everybody that leans over him are like different characters that he's played. So it was like what's the slime guy from Monsters vs. Aliens?
Oh, slime guy.
I think his name is like Blob or something.
Okay.
They had Pumbaa from The Lion King, and then I think there was another character. Or not Pumbaa. Was it Pumbaa? The boar?
It's Timon and Pumbaa. I think Pumbaa is the boar.
Yeah. And they're all like leaning over him, and then they do the Seth Rogen chuckle. There were like two different parts where they just like let Seth Rogen do the chuckle just to do the chuckle.
Oh, that's terrifying.
It was bad, yeah. So then there was a reference.
Banging ass movie.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens. There's a part where these cops like investigate this stuff, and they had a part where they're talking about one of the deputies or whatever. She had our live went off on YouTube for a second. Okay, so in one part of this, one of the deputies, she was kind of like on not probation, but they're like kind of watching her because she had messed up a raid on the Nickelodeon studios. And essentially they said like one of the cops got attacked by the Paw Patrol and he will never have kids again or something. So the joke is that the Paw Patrol bit his nuts off, and I thought that was funny.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. It was kind of a wild movie. I don't necessarily want to spoil too much about it, especially the ending. Because it was fairly funny, and like I said, there's just a lot of crossover that you can't really like hit on all at once. I think that it wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't awful. It just kind of felt like an ode to my childhood.
Right. I saw that Paul Rudd made a cameo in it.
Yeah, so...
But it was like Aunt Man.
Yeah, they were like, the original idea for my character was going to be Aunt Man. So it's a guy who just like, it's really sweet towards aunts. And he's like, ha ha ha, I thought it was funny. And then he like kind of jokingly like kind of quiets down.
All that would really change is it's just a docu-series of Paul Rudd living his life because he's already so
beloved, yeah. Definitely.
There is some definite lag going on because you reacted to what I was saying as like,
Yeah, my connection's definitely tripping out for a second. I have a recording going on the side, so that worst case, the benched version is going to go out fairly smooth. It's just that the live stream health isn't doing too hot at certain points.
okay. Well. Oh my god.
Violent.
Absolutely vile. Go on.
But yeah, you definitely should watch it. There's parts with like Phineas and Ferb. Huh?
I do intend to. It's just I kind of like I was kind of lost today after we didn't record because typically that was my focus.
Definitely.
And then I didn't do anything. Like you said, you slept till like 3. I was basically sleep till 3, or at least I didn't leave my bed for anything much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could have watched it then, but no. Oh well. I can, however, tell you about the movie I did watch, which is starkly different from Chip and Dale.
Nice.
So, it's on Hulu. The movie is called The Art of Self-Defense.
Oh my god, I was actually gonna watch that same movie yesterday and I never got to it.
No fucking way. Did you see it recommended that TikTok thing?
Yes.
Damn it. We're the same.
I was literally gonna watch it because it was the whole thing, like, it's like definitely like a fucked up experience, but it's kind of a mind trip. Yeah, I was gonna watch that too.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but I can give you a review and all that.
Okay.
Because if you do intend on watching it, please.
Okay.
So it stars Jesse Eisenberg, and he's this sort of like pretty awkward, socially inept guy,
Yeah.
and he gets mugged basically. He gets mugged while trying to bring home food for his dog,
Yeah.
and so that leads him on a path trying to find a way to defend himself. You know, he goes to a gun store, checks out guns. The movie as a whole is very it's super deadpan. Like it's funny, but not because the characters are making jokes, but it's because everything they say, or not everything, but a lot of the things that they say are so absurd.
Yeah.
And they deliver it in such a serious manner that it's delivered very funny.
Makes sense.
Well, he's testing out a gun, and he's like, "This one fits my hand very well." I think it's like it's so proper, and the guy is just like lackadaisically like going through all the warnings, like, "Do you have any children? With children in the home, it is more likely that an accident occurs with a gun. Like suicide is much more common with gun owners. You're gonna really have fun owning a gun."
Yeah, just like dead awkward and quiet.
Yeah, but it's done so well, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The gun thing doesn't really work out for him, or yeah, the gun thing doesn't work out. So he is walking, and he stumbles across this karate studio. It's kind of just a Karate Kid if it went really like really wild.
Okay.
So he goes into this karate studio. This instructor is very he's just the slightest bit off, but he's super endearing. I mean, not endearing. I guess he is to Jesse Eisenberg's character. His name is Casey.
Okay.
Casey takes a liking to him, goes to the classes, and finds a sense of purpose in those karate classes, and it turns him into this really aggressive guy.
Yeah.
And when he gets his yellow belt, he wears it. Like he wears it everywhere. He wants to wear it everywhere. So you'll see him at home with it on over his work uniform, and then it's like, and he has to take it off and go about his day. So he finds his identity in that progress, and the movie as a whole is just a really big analogy or allegory for toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
And that just like the main say is like this big, like huge misogynist.
Yeah.
And the way he treats his only female student, like, and it gets there's some situations that are like very that made me very uncomfortable, but I think it's a good watch, and I think I was attracted to it for the like looking forward to what the person on TikTok was saying about the end, like what actually happened there, but also because I did martial arts and I it's not that I saw myself in him at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, no means I did, but it was just to see how the director or interpreted or the director's interpretation of what it's like going through that, and it was in some ways I got it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm very excited to watch it. I'll probably watch it either tonight or tomorrow.
Dude, get back to me as soon as you do. Man.
Man. We'll do like a little video essay.
Yeah, shit, might as well. Like, that shit was good.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know how to get into it without spoiling.
Yeah. It's something that we could always talk about, like, next related territory.
Yeah. I really didn't like the part where, Casey fucking dies. Nah.
We did see the new Thor Love and Thunder trailer.
Let me put this shit back. Sorry.
Oh, good. And we're not talking the teaser, we're talking like the real trailer for real.
Yeah, where they revealed gore.
Yes. That shit was sexy.
I've never been so turned on by Voldemort.
Right. Is it the same actor?
No.
Oh.
Christian Bale was not Voldemort. And I don't even remember the actor's name who played Voldemort.
Yeah.
Your whole setup is on his last legs. The way this stream is
really
responding,
is.
I feel like.
Once I get like new networking, it should be better. But right now, we're just going with the flow.
One of the things I wanted to get into was it's semi-sports, but it's also something that you could enjoy and just like react to, because
Okay.
some of the things in here had me like howling.
Okay.
So I put it in the our shared note, but a little backstory. There's this NBA reporter who who got a little bit of backlash for having an opinion on the Golden State Warriors. I believe that's the NBA team that he reports for, and it was a negative opinion. So Warriors fans dug up old tweets of his from like 2011, and you think, that's petty, but then you start reading them, and they keep going and going and going and getting crazier and crazier. And so I have them in the shared note. I have a thread in the shared notes.
Okay.
I don't know if you can like get it up on the screen and have us react to it. But also, I don't know if some of these you want like on the screen. So
Yeah,
up to you.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to get them up, but I can read them off. Let's see.
That's bold too. Okay, that's bold.
Oh. Let's see. So you said it was in the live or the pod topics?
Weekly pod topics.
Okay.
The big old Twitter thread.
I'm seeing Twitter Elon update.
So you don't see the link to the thread?
Nah.
Okay, give me one moment. Let me I could just send it to you individually. Got it?
Yes. Unhinged tweets thread. Mark Haynes, do you have a name for your pussy? What is it? A lot of Asian people look like Lawrence Fishburne.
It's funny in two ways because one, I don't see it, and two, what did Lawrence do?
Yeah, right. These white people having sex loud next door. Hashtag heard that lol. Wonder how Indian women get that diamond dot on their head. Super glue? Question mark. Hashtag I'm serious, not being funny. Wow. Oh, this is just the beginning.
Oh yeah. No, there is some heat. No, I'm playing.
Hashtag I fantasize about Oprah. I eat pussy the best. Ask Joycey Stackhouse. She know. Wow. Yeah. If I was a porn star, my name would be Magic Mark Magic Dick Haynes. He said, my African homie who likes fat chicks said good pussy looks like a double cheeseburger. Oh my god. To clarify again, I'm reading off Mark Haynes' tweets. I don't.
He's reading off his.
Yeah. I don't want to get type shit.
Don't worry, you will. I gotta use these for clips, man.
Karl Malone country. I don't get that one.
So Karl Malone is. I told you about this. He's the NBA player who got a 12-year-old girl pregnant in the NBA.
Oh.
Remember that story?
Yeah. Yuck.
Yeah.
That shit's foul.
Yeah.
I bet Oprah a freak. Stay away from drugs. They will kill you if you buy them from Asian people. So I see that we're going straight into like random.
Yeah.
Random little racism encounters.
He spares no community. He
said
hates
I'm all
everyone.
of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, I said I'll never eat pussy, and now I'm an adult saying feed me, lol. Someone could have a gun to my head, and I would not tell them this line.
Yeah.
Okay, tight.
Where'd you leave on?
I think an R-word girl be trying to get at me on Facebook. She IMS me and be like, why you chill at the crib? What the hell, bitch? Because I live here. Damn. If I had a Mexican kid, I would name him Taquito. Yo. Oh, this one's like a thread within itself.
Oh, yeah. Twitter after dark goes crazy.
I'm not big on VS panties. Want me to be like, damn girl, throw something on from the Fredericks, that freak shit. Ladies, don't go suck balls too hard. That's not cool. They not blow ups. Oh my god. Oh. The wincing. I have Phoenix screaming and creaming in one night. My bad.
With my girl Beans, lol.
With my girl Beans, lol. If your girl fuck a dude with a giant dick, it's like loaning a fat dude your shirt. Bro, it was. Ladies, would you have sex with me? You gotta know how to properly slap an ass cheek, make it jiggle just enough. I have been, oh yeah, the creaming and screaming and shit. Finger her with stinky fingers, lol. Oh my god. It gets worse. Oh no, now he's saying homophobic shit. He said this gay dude looked up on my boy today, and we was gonna have to beat the F word out of him.
Yeah. It beat the auntie's diary out of him.
Yeah, right. You sure Kendrick didn't write this one?
Oh no.
My Sunday school teacher taught me the true meaning of missionary. What?
Right?
I think this will be my last thread for now.
Okay, yeah.
You know you're a freak when you moan while eating chicken nuggets. She wasn't fat either. They talking about DNT or don't sleep, naked ladies. A bug will go in your cooch and lay eggs. So you might have kids and don't even know about them. Bro, man, you could easily log out.
Yeah.
For $1 million, would you suck a goat's nuts? Lil Tunchi, a gay, rich crackhead. Get him help. Ladies, if your asshole gets wet, but your cooch don't. Hashtag get that checked. Oh, ugh. Pussy sandwich, I'm hungry.
Notice how that one's deleted. That one's deleted. So he picked out that one in specific and said, nah.
No, that one's too far. Yeah.
Yeah. Pussy saying you're hungry. I'm writing that one down just from.
Pussy sandwich, I'm hungry, bro. Alright, this will be the last one. Rules for girls. If a man has you in a place alone and he's trying to rape you, and no one can help you, go along with it so he just rape you and not kill you. Wow.
What a good one to end on. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. So this guy is just foul.
He has since deleted his Twitter account.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's so interesting how people just. I'm gonna assume that if he knew that was still up, he would have gone back and deleted it. Otherwise, if he knew it and was like, I'll keep it, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the assumption that he just forgot that he tweeted those things. It would take 2 seconds to just, once you have some semblance of a following.
Just go back and clear your old shit out.
Yeah, just check. Or create a new account entirely, deactivate the old one, and start there.
Yeah.
But, like if this ever blows up for us, I don't believe I have anything. I really doubt I have anything like controversial or something. But
yeah.
you know, I'm scrubbing through my shit anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit that like I know that
Cover my own ass.
I know that there's a lot of shit that I said like in the past, like around high school.
Like that.
But there's nothing that I like publicly have out there that is like offensive. I just know that some people got my booty pics. You know.
Yeah.
That includes you.
Yeah. But also something about you just delivering those tweets while like suffering and probably barely being able to breathe out of one nostril.
Yeah.
Just that much better. Just bro, you're just.
It's from one sick motherfucker to another.
This is what it's. Which I'm hungry.
I can't put like emotion into it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said.
I'm hungry. No.
Somebody in the chat said twerk. You gotta twerk real quick.
Oh my god. On live?
On live. Let's see it. Damn. Whatever. Maybe if we hit like 100 subscribers on Benched.
Are you subscribed? Are you gonna donate?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that might be a good place to wrap up unless you have any specific topics you want to go through.
Well, I wouldn't say a good, I wouldn't say a good place to wrap it, but it's a place to wrap it.
Yeah. We definitely can end it, but it's not necessarily like great. Just everybody remember Pussy Sandwich. I'm hungry, and feel free to join all these lives. Watch the Bench podcast. T-shirt
That's
design
going on one of our shirts.
Nice. Oh yeah, I'll eventually give a sneak peek of the AZAB shirt.
Yes.
That shit was hard.
We might have merch coming.
So,
But
we'll see how that goes.
yeah.
Anything you want to end off with?
I just want to apologize for kind of how messy this whole thing is. This obviously would not be how it typically goes under our normal circumstances, but
Yeah.
we wanted to put something out there. And if you do happen to be seeing this, whether that be live or after the fact, thank you for enduring this and sitting through this. And we really can only go up from here.
Yeah. I was holding on by a string, so I appreciate anybody who may still be here. Well, on that note, I guess we'll see you guys next week. Like I said, check in for the lives every Tuesday at 8 and watch Bench Podcast every Friday.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Ladies, would you have sex with me?
And on that note, goodbye.